If you've ever wandered into your garden, looked at a leaf full of tiny holes and thought, "Who's been nibbling my kale again? Was it the neighbor, a rabbit, or a midnight salad-stealing ghost?" Then surprise! It may have been the work of the Diamondback moth, a tiny insect with a surprisingly dramatic life story. But before we dive into these fluttering facts, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and join our wonderful community of curious nature lovers. Trust me, you don't want to miss the wild and wiggly creatures we meet every week. Alright, let's jump into 10 fun, weird, and completely fascinating facts about the Diamondback moth. And yes, number 7 will genuinely make you blink twice. 1. They're named after their fancy fashion pattern. Unlike most insects, who are basically wearing the same beige outfit since the Jurassic period, Diamondback moths show up in style. When they fold their wings, the pale diamond-shaped markings align down their backs like tiny runway models. It's the insect equivalent of wearing a bedazzled jacket to a grocery store. They're small, but they're fabulous. 2. They're one of the world's most widespread insects. Diamondback moths don't just live in one corner of the world. They live literally everywhere except Antarctica. If Earth held a Most Well-Traveled Insect Award, Diamondback moths would win it with a smug little victory dance. They've hitched rides on ships, planes, trucks, and your spinach, probably. 3. They're super tiny, but super mighty. These moths are only around 8 to 9 millimeters long. That's shorter than the width of your pinky nail. But don't let their size fool you. They reproduce like they're trying to win a trophy. A single female can lay up to 300 eggs in her lifetime, turning your garden into a leafy buffet for her kids. 4. Their caterpillars are the real stars. Adult diamondback moths look like soft, flying grains of rice. Cute. But the caterpillars? Those are the ones causing all the trouble. They wiggle, loop, and drop from leaves on silky threads like tiny green skydivers. Imagine a baby doing parkour. That's a diamondback caterpillar. 5. They're surprisingly picky eaters. You'd think a leaf is a leaf, right? Wrong. Diamondback moths and their caterpillars are hardcore fans of cruciferous plants, also known as the cabbage family. Broccoli, kale, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, basically everything your doctor says you should be eating, but you pretend you forgot to buy. 6. They've been fluttering around for a very, very long time. These little moths have been fluttering around for at least 15 million years. They've survived ice ages, predators, natural disasters, and the emotional trauma of humans shaking them off lettuce leaves. If cockroaches ever form an alliance, the diamondback moth will be their wise tiny elder. 7. They are escape artists. Here it is, the fact that will make you raise an eyebrow. Diamondback caterpillars can detect even the smallest vibrations caused by predators. A bird lands on a leaf? Bye. A human walks by? Gone. A butterfly sneezes? Later. They instantly let go and dangle on a silk thread, disappearing like a magician dropping through a trap door. 8. They've outsmarted insecticides. You know an insect is serious business when scientists study it like a supervillain. The diamondback moth is one of the first insects in the world to develop resistance to multiple insecticides. Some populations have become so resistant that even chemicals look at them like, "Look man, I tried." They are the ninjas of the garden world, small, sneaky, and annoyingly good at surviving. 9. They have a huge impact on agriculture. Despite their tiny size, diamondback moths cause billions of dollars in crop losses globally every year. Farmers fear them like we fear running out of Wi-Fi. Their caterpillars chew through leaves, leaving vegetables looking like Swiss cheese and gardeners looking spiritually defeated. 10. They're important for science. Believe it or not, these tiny moths are incredibly valuable for research. Because they multiply fast and adapt quickly, scientists use them to study evolution, genetics, pest control methods, and natural predators. The diamondback moth may be small, but academically, it's basically Einstein with wings. Diamondback moths may be tiny, sneaky, and occasionally annoying, but they're also fascinating, resilient, and full of surprises. They've survived millions of years, conquered the entire planet, confused countless gardeners, and kept scientists busy for decades. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the weird world of diamondback moths, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another fun creature feature. Your support helps the channel grow and keeps the nature adventures rolling. And let me know in the comments, have you ever caught one of these tiny diamond-marked troublemakers in your garden?